Over 45,000. A quick look. Great to play at home. Every team loves to do it, and the Yankees have their shot at home today. Here with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. This end of April MLB game. We've got Justin Verlander, the starter. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be against this Detroit powerhouse?
Well, pitching's the key to win any ball game, and with their quality right-hander on the mound today, that's going to be a key as well against this outstanding lineup. He's going to have to execute his pitches to get the outs.
Jimmy Leyland's put this lineup together for this ball game. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, the power's always been there. Prince Fielder's always been a good hitter. Now patience is starting to creep in to his repertoire, making it so much more difficult for pitchers to pitch to him. The more pitches he sees, the more chance he has of doing damage against you.
Leading it off, Brennan Bosch.
Let's see if he can pick it up right here as he's gone just 10 for his last 53 at bats.
And he's just had a rough go of things dating back to the middle of April. Still trying to find a fix for his struggles.
Strike one. Strike one. Verlander gets the strike with a swing. Was a win last time out for the Yankees. They took game one of the three-game series against the Tigers. Pitch on the way. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Big runs put up, double digits.
Well, when the dam burst open, the hitters just kept pouring it on, and that's what happened in that one.
Strike three. Brennan Bosch goes down without a swing on that one.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strikeout, see you later.
Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, I love watching Robinson Cano play the position of second base. The way he turns a double play, he has no equal in baseball. But
he swings and drives this one. This one towards Granderson. He comes up with it easily here.
And a chance now to see where the Tigers sit in the American League rankings. Fourth in batting average with runners in scoring position. Fifth in batting average. And they're ranked in the top 10 in home runs. So power, a big part of their offense and how they score runs.
And here's Prince Fielder.
See if he can't continue what he did last night when he picked up a couple hits.
That one fouled off by Fielder. Oh, 1 Verlander picks and deals. And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball in the outside corner.
Throws to first, side is retired. And a quick inning for Justin Verlander. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the Yankees getting ready to start this one off.
Now batting.
It's going to be Doug Fister on the mound. He's starting for Detroit. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of as he looks at this Yankees lineup?
Boy, Doug Fister is a guy that is significantly underrated, very strong.
Cano gets this one. Peralta with the pickup. And Cano set down. Now we'll take a look at the lineup for the Yankees. Now, John, anyone in particular? We we should keep an eye on?
Well, Ichiro Suzuki is a guy that might be one of the more unorthodox hitters in the game of baseball. Seems like he's running out of the box before the pitch even gets into the hitting zone. The next thing you know, though, he has 200 hits and he's hitting 330. That's what makes him special.
It's a good time to take a quick look how the Tigers line up defensively. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, even if he couldn't play a lick of defense, you'd still find a way to get Miguel Cabrera's bat in the lineup on a daily basis. But he's adapted well to first base. You have to remember, the minor leagues, he was a shortstop. He got to the big leagues at an early age. He was a third baseman. Then he moved to the outfield. I think first base, though, is the best position for him because he doesn't have to have a ton of range, but he still has a pretty good glove, and he can still throw the ball when he's asked to do it.
And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
So with one away, let's take a look at Jose Reyes.
But what a playoff series these two teams had last year. So many great series in the course of October. But this one, Tigers-Yankees first-round matchup, a full 5 games was right up there with any series.
That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. 2 down, and that'll hold the runner at first. In that Tigers-Yankees series we were talking about, the Yankees won the first 2 by a total of 15 runs, and then the Tigers, John, won their 3 games by a total of 4.
Yeah, but Game 5 at Yankee Stadium was a classic. Detroit hit back-to-back home runs in the first inning and then clawed their way to a win through a lot of tense innings.
And it's Nick Swisher at the plate.
We've seen him game after game getting it done. And over the stretch, let me tell you, going 25 for his last 50 innings.
And he's just been an absolute rock for them in the middle of that lineup.
Hit in the air. That one gets down for a base hit. Jeter's trying for the plate. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Number 13.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
And here's Alex Rodriguez. Career batting average, .335 off the Tigers.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
And Rodriguez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1. The pitch. Rodriguez swings and misses. Count even at 1. It's hit foul by Rodriguez. And he strikes out Alex Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. They give 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits. Can't get them home, though. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in New York. And here's Miguel Cabrera to lead it off.
Miguel Cabrera.
Lined right at the second baseman. And he cannot come up with it. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work.
27, Johnny Peralta.
And it's Johnny Peralta in the box now.
For the last bunch of games, just flexing that ability at the plate with 12 hits and his last 29 at-bats.
He's been in pretty good form in the batter's box these last 7 games.
It's hit foul by Peralta. Verlander with a delivery. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. And that one's going to drop in. That's their first hit. Peralta going towards third. And he'll stop at third. That's a 3-bagger.
Fielder, number 21, Delman Young.
he shoots this one toward the wall, you know he's thinking 3 all the way. And with his speed, he makes it there easily. Now, with only 1 out, the manager has a big decision how they're going to pitch to this next guy.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0.
Well, the new Yankee Stadium, a lot like the old Yankee Stadium. The Bombers having a lot of success. They won at least 50 games at home every season since the new stadium opened in 2009. 52 in total last year.
And the called strike taken by Young. Those 52 wins Steve mentioned, Yankees at home, John, the most in the American League.
Well, and that ballpark really favors left-handed sluggers at Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees have no shortage of those guys. Cano and Granderson put a lot of dents in those right field bleachers last year.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on Delman Young.
Check out the movement on this on K-Cam. It clocks in at 85 miles per hour.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
Really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with.
Let's take a look to last season. Check out the American League rankings and where the Detroit Tigers fell. 2nd batting average with runners in scoring position. 3rd in batting average. And they showed up in the top 5 in doubles last year. A lineup that drove the ball to the gap, and when they hit it down the line, they were thinking 2 out of the box. Good aggressive base running.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Lifetime he's hit .232 against the Yankees.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against this team throughout his career.
0-1, Verlander kicks and deals. 0-1 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed, 0-2. Up the middle, played by Cano. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. You see a good inning there from Justin Verlander. He emerges from the first 2 innings unscathed. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up.
For the New York Yankees.
Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets, a little chilly. And it's Mark Teixeira now. He'll lead it off.
He's been providing some sting in that bat with 12 hits in his last 28 at-bats.
He has been one of the most dominant hitters in the league over the last 6 games.
On the way. And Mark Teixeira watches that one go by. That'll even up the count.
If you got a chance to watch the game last night, you saw he took advantage of getting a pitch and hitting it out of the ballpark. Got a pitch he could drive and took it deep.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. The count 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. A shot up the middle, and that gets down. Teixeira's got a single. And that'll bring out Brett Gardner.
Mark Teixeira's season last year. Let's take a look at how he ranked in comparison to some other players. 3rd in home runs, 4th in RBI, and patience was a major part of his season last year, ranked in the top 15 and taking the walk. That patience will pay huge dividends for his club's offense.
Here's the delivery. Here's one hit very well deep, and it's going to be Young. 1 down. The runner's tagging from first.
Coming to bat for the New York Yankees. Center fielder, number 14.
And we've got Granderson batting.
Granderson.
Teixeira's on second. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Although not as potent a force in the postseason as he was in the regular season, Curtis Granderson still a consistent force for the Yankees in their brief run.
This one's grounded near third, foul. Talking about the postseason for Granderson, .250 average in that series against the Tigers, but that's really a lot of limited playing time in that batch.
Yeah, and he had some RBIs and a home run for him, too. He did as much as any other Yankee. They didn't have it easy having to face Justin Verlander a couple times.
And Ichiro stands in, 2 down. Great season, top 10 in RBIs. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And that's out number 3. Doug Fister, he just shut him down. And he's off to a commanding start. Third inning coming up. It's Dirks at the plate. He's going to start the third here.
Andy Dirks.
And Verlander has him 0-1 with that called strike. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of it.
Good circle change that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Power to the fifth strike. Count those legs.
Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away. Well, whatever the setup was that he wanted, he got it, and he was off balance at the plate.
Well, a great sequence of pitches right there to keep the batter off balance, and a great approach by the pitcher.
And Brandon Inge at the plate.
I've been watching him lately. It's been a rough spot for him right now. Not swinging the bat too well. Just 4 hits in his last 25.
And he's just been unable to get good wood on the ball these last 8 games of theirs.
Here it comes. Comes out swinging for the fences, but ends up with a strike 1.
Just a magical season for Verlander last year. Completely dominated lineup after lineup. Was near the top of every major category as far as pitchers go. And you know what? He can do it again.
Inge isn't fooled by that pitch. The count is evened up. Verlander, of course, had a no-hitter last season, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the year. He was just untouchable.
Well, I mean, listen, he had the no-hitter, which was impressive, but he had games in which he struck out 14 batters as well. I mean, even his playoff starts, he gave up a couple runs. You could see him just take over with that explosive fastball and dominating breaking pitch.
And we've got Bosch batting on the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 now. Called strike on the outside corner to 21. Career batting average for him, it's .429 off the Yankees. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on that fastball, and it's 1-2.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Brennan Bosch not fooled by that pitch. The count is now evened up. Taps this one foul off to the left. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to Brennan Bosch. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in New York. We've got the top of the order coming up. And so Robinson Cano set to go.
He's certainly been on a good streak, going 19 for his last 42 at bats.
He's just been slamming pitches during this 9-game stretch. Unbelievably hot right now.
Hit up the middle. And that'll put Cano on first. That brings up Derek Jeter.
Let's take a quick moment right now to check out Robbie Cano's month and where he ranks in the league. First in hits, first in home runs, and he's also first in slugging percentage. That ability to drive the ball, to hit the gap, take extra base hits, such an asset for his team to drive in runs from first base, but also put himself in scoring position.
And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. And Martinez setting his target. Swung on, line to right field. And that one is in there, his second hit today. Terrific opportunity right now for the Yankees.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out. A guy that really can deliver for this offense.
And it's Jose Reyes in the box now. 8 hits and 13 at-bats last year off the Tigers. Jeter's on at first. Cano's at second. There's a ground ball. It's gobbled up. Over to second for one. There's two. Well, here's a double play that looked like they ordered up.
Great turn throw at second base. He was ready to make the play. An example of a nicely executed double play.
Now Swisher at the plate, runner at third. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. And here's the first one. Hit up the middle. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. One of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Well, you love the approach right there. He didn't try to do too much. Wasn't trying to be the hero. Just get that RBI and get that first run on the board.
And Alex Rodriguez to bat. Now, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out. Swung on, hit. And that'll get him aboard. They're on a roll. And that brings Mark Teixeira to bat.
Well, not many hitters have a lot of success with that pitch down and away. And this guy is absolutely no exception to the rule. But he dropped the head of the bat on it, and didn't do too much, and drove that ball for a base hit.
He singled his last trip. The first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you see this pitch right here. It looked like a pitch center of the plate. And all of a sudden, as soon as he starts to swing, it just keeps bearing in on him. Great pitch by the pitcher.
The pitch. And Mark Teixeira watches that one go by. That'll even up the count.
Front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
Comes set, now the 1-1. Takes a swing at that fastball, doesn't get to it, 1-2.
Well, I tell you what, for a two-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
A big swing and a miss for Mark Teixeira. Strike 3, and he's out. And our first score. And it is overcast. Not unusual here in New York. This is the new Yankee Stadium. Very much like the old one. No protection from the elements. No air conditioning either. In fact, if we get a little snow here, I hope it comes in the way of snow cones, Steve.
He's out.
And that'll retire Martinez.
A nice play by the third baseman. Been able to get over, get in front of the ball, and make the throw across the field. Well done.
One away as Prince Fielder sets in. He's got the most hits in this team's lineup. And starts him out here. Cut on and missed as he was loading up. 0-1.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
0-1. Verlander kicks and deals. And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect.
We've seen some tremendous productivity from that bat of his, going 11 for his last 30 at-bats.
He's really been a thorn in the side of opposing pitchers these last 8 games.
One-two pitch coming. Swung on and hit. This one to Granderson. Jeter able to pull that one in. Out number 2.
Well, changing speeds helps a pitcher a lot. You get the hitter off balance, it turns into easy outs like this, pop up the short.
2 outs and in the box, Miguel Cabrera. He gets him walked a lot. The American League has him in the top 5. Verlander with a delivery. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
You know, the walk is such a critical aspect of the game. You know, on-base percentage is so underrated. Getting a guy on base with a walk means the pitcher had to throw a lot of pitches. He had to work to try to get him out, and it tires him out for the rest of the game and in that inning.
Miguel Cabrera not fooled by that pitch. That'll even the count.
Into the 4th inning, clearly pitching dominating this lineup right now. He's only given up 1 hit. and they just have not had quality at bats against him. He's making it look easy.
That big breaker gets by, and the count goes to 1-2. Mixing your pitch types, key to performance like the one we're seeing today on the mound. Here's a look at what he's been doing.
I love what I've seen from him today. He's established his fastball, and then he's thrown just enough off-speed pitches to keep these guys off balance.
He's doing an exceptional job in this game, changing the sequence of pitches to where the hitters cannot follow the rhythm that he has for his plan of attack.
Well, that half inning came to a close. A strikeout ended it. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Still unable to score. Detroit's still nothing on the board. Gardner at the plate.
He's certainly been on a good streak, going 19 for his last 54 at bats.
And he has been a big part of their offenses. He's done a great job of bringing runners home.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. It's up against the wall on a bounce. Gardner headed for third. The throw. They apply the tag. He is out at third.
Center fielder, number 14.
One out, Curtis Granderson at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Could change that if he can get a hit off Fisker.
Well, he swung right over the slider the last time up, and you better believe that when he gets 2 strikes, he's going to see that slider again.
Right now, it's looking like his out pitch, as he sent him and one other back to the bench when he's gone to that with 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground. Inge to play it. That's the second out of the inning. We hope you can tune in for next Thursday's game. It's going to be Jose Bautista and the Toronto Blue Jays. They find themselves at Angels Stadium of Anaheim to face the Angels. Going to be a live broadcast starting at 3:30 Eastern.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I mean, that's got a chance to be one heck of a ball game.
And Ichiro stands in, 2 down. Last season, he had a big 357 against the Tigers.
Well, when you're looking at your schedule to start the season, this is the one you circle because you know you're going to get a lot of hits in this series.
This one swung on and driven hard. And there's Young for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Yankees 1, Detroit nothing. Johnny Peralta to lead it off.
There's no question about it. Verlander has brought his best stuff today, and boy, is he using it.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
I really like what we've seen from him. Move ball up and down, in and out, changing the eye level of the hitters.
And you got to do that. I mean, you think about his strategy, and its success today is a testament to how important it is to mix up your location.
Hit in the air to center field. Oh, what a piece of fielding by Granderson to come up with that one. Reeled that one in. He'll get a tip of the glove from the pitcher for that play.
Boy, he has great instincts. This guy, a feel for the game, picking the ball up off the bat immediately. That allowed him to make the catch.
And Delman Young now, 1 away.
Well, Delman Young on the move last year as Minnesota sent him to division rival Detroit, and he seemed to fit in perfectly with that Tiger team, helping them make a lot of noise in October.
2 away. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. 2nd, the Yankees. In 3rd, the Rangers. Tigers 4th. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, they might have to replace home plate after this game because these were 2 of the top teams in the league last year in runs scored. They love to cross home plate. They get guys on, they score them. And that's what makes these teams so tough to pitch against.
And here's the first one. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Oh, 1, Verlander kicks and deals. Really extended his arms that time, but 0-2.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
The pitch. Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. No scoring here, ending this half inning. Shutout baseball here in New York.
up to the plate for the New York
Cano at the plate. Steve, how about a look at what the pitcher's got done?
You know, when he's throwing the ball down on his own like this, these lefty hitters have to stay behind the ball to drive it. They just don't seem able to do that. They keep swinging and hitting the top part of the ball.
Oh!
Ground ball. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today. That brings up Derek Jeter.
Now look at Robinson Cano and how he sits in the rankings. First in hits, first in home runs, and he's also first in slugging percentage. That ability to drive the ball, to hit the gap, take extra base hits. Such an asset for his team to drive in runs from first base, but also put himself in scoring position.
What an explosive bat he's got. First pitch to Jeter. Big swing on this one. Sends a long, high drive deep to right field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Stepping up to the plate for the New York Yankees, designated hitter, number 7.
Runner in scoring position. Here's Jose Reyes.
What a year for Jose Reyes in 2011. Was on an unbelievable tear in the MVP talks. Won a batting championship, but the injuries probably kept him from being that MVP.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air to right field. It's still going. Cano's headed to third.
Now still in the early going. Let's take a glimpse at how the Yankees are doing compared to the rest of the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average driving in runners. This lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient. They let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
And it's Nick Swisher at the plate.
Now his 2 RBIs helped contribute to the offense in last night's ballgame.
On third's Cano. And he starts him out. Swing and a miss on a pitch that's in the dirt. Did not look good on that cut. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And you'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. And they score him.
Stepping up to the plate for the New York
He's having himself a day right here in this one. 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far.
And here's Alex Rodriguez looking to bring that runner home. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Here, we just saw a big hit right there, and it points out how critical it is at this time of the game to have somebody who can step up and get the job done in a clutch situation. And now it comes down to, can their bullpen hold this lead?
Here's the first pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Bosch is there. And that's going to do it in this half inning. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Yankees up 2. It's Dirks at the plate. Let's take a look at what he's doing on these first pitch to hitters.
Pound the strike zone. Strike 1 critical, and it's proving to play out in this one. He's retired 9 batters in this game when he's throwing a first pitch strike.
0-1 the count now as we're in the 6th. Couldn't put anything in play and went down swinging the first time against Verlander.
And look, the way he struggled to catch up to the 4-seamer the last time, you have to think you got to go back there again until he proves he can catch up to it.
Curveball got him 1 away.
Just a great sequence of pitches right there, and it only took him 3.
Boy, that's about as fine a job on the mound as you can get. It's going to be Inge.
After a power surge a few years ago in 2009, it's been a rough go for Brandon Inge, not being able to supply the power that he once did.
And the first pitch. Strike 1. Verlander gets the strike with a swing. You tell you about Brandon Inge, you'd think a move from catcher to the infield maybe would help the hitting a little bit, but that has not been the case.
You know, in the past, that sort of transition has helped. but so many swings and misses and some holes in his approach at the plate. The power's still there as a threat, but really the numbers down. Actually got sent to the minor leagues at some point in 2011.
Struck him out. That's number 8 in the game.
Gary, he threw a two-seamer. Here's K-Cam.
Number 26.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those two fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
State Farm takes a look at the lineups with a pop in their bat from last season. Number 1, the Red Sox. 2nd, the Rangers. 3rd, the Yankees. The Tigers 4th. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, not a lot of singles in this one, I don't think, today, Gary. I mean, these two teams love to slug it out. They love to hit doubles, triples, and especially the home run ball. So if you're a pitcher, you better be very careful, because when you make a mistake, these two teams will make you pay.
Hit in the dirt. Played by Rodriguez. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side.
Gary really brought his A-game for this one, executing all of his pitches, great command and control. They haven't been able to muster any offense against him so far in this game.
Yankees holding on to the lead.
Now batting for the New York Yankees.
And it's Mark Teixeira now. He'll lead it off. And, you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, so far in this one, he's gone to that curve more so than he usually does with that pitch.
And you know, another thing, we usually see him really exploit the changeup. That's his number 1 put-away pitch, the big out pitch that he uses. We haven't seen him put that on display at all today.
Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. Teixeira's headed for 3rd. He throws.
Mark Teixeira's season last year. Let's take a look at how he ranked in comparison to some other players. 3rd in home run, 4th in RBIs. And patience was a major part of his season last year, ranked in the top 15 and taking the walk. That patience will pay huge dividends for his club's offense.
With a runner at second base now, here's Brett Gardner.
Now looking back to last night's game, a major contribution offensively and went deep. Nice job.
Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
You've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
And this is Curtis Granderson's chance. He bounced out his last time. Gardner's on at first. Teixeira's on second. There he goes towards 3rd. Strike 1. And he made it. Safe at 3rd.
Great play here, Gary. Steals 3rd and capitalizes on a huge lead at second base.
You got a runner that far off. You've got to keep him in check, and they didn't do it.
Now he's 90 feet away from scoring a run.
Line shot into center field. That's down. The run's coming in. Gardner headed for 3rd.
Now batting for the New York Yankees.
With 1 run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
Ichiro will be coming to the plate with 2 runners on. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Now, after giving up runs like that, this is where the pitcher has to bow his neck and shut down the...
Oh, and Granderson takes off. No throw made. He's in there easily. Stolen base.
Well, he helped himself out a lot at the start of this steal with a huge leadoff, and he just accelerated in, no throw at all.
No matter how quick a catcher's release is, you got no chance on this kind of play.
But now they have to see if they can get the run home.
Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And it's in. Gardner comes home. And Granderson will join him at the plate. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get anchored.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are. And it's Robinson Cano now. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup is stay in charge. Right now they are.
Gary, that last hit just blows the door wide open right there. I mean, they got a shot running away with this thing.
And the other thing they know is they've got time and outs on their side. And he starts him out. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Gary, you're right. I mean, listen, as a result of executing their game plan, they've done what they needed to and taken advantage of all the opportunities. Let's see if they can keep doing it.
And here's the pitch. Cano's going to foul it away. And he fouls off another one.
Well, even though he took a defensive swing right there, that might have been a pitch he could drive. But you know what? With 2 strikes, you just have to battle and battle and battle and hope he gets one down in the zone. You can just drop the head of the bat on.
Well, that's about as straight as a string right there at 84 miles per hour. Well, they had to go to the bullpen much earlier than they anticipated, but the starter wasn't getting it done, and you can't let this game get away from him.
You'd be remiss to watch Derek Jeter play and not talk about the unbelievable accomplishment he had last season.
Ichiro's on the move. And Cabrera picks it up. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
Runner at third base. Jose Reyes will try and bring him in. Tries to turn on that one, but he misses. Strike 1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Octavio Dotel in charge of this AB with an 0-2 count.
He has that little running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Swing, hot shot. Yeah, that caught him. He did not avoid it. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They pick up 3 here on 3 hits in strand 1. Yankees out in front by 5.
Now up to the plate.
Leadoff hitter Victor Martinez. 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 41, Victor Martinez.
Now the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, this offense just not able to mount anything today. With the pitching has just shut them down, kept them off balance all day long, and not many quality at bats here in this one. Only 1 hit.
Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Hit in the air to left center. And Gardner brings that one in.
Well, big out right there. Listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him. This is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
One away as Prince Fielder sets in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first one. Strike 1. Verlander gets the strike with a swing.
Well, the writing had been on the wall for some time with Prince Fielder and the Brewers. Last year marked the end of his time in Milwaukee, and he was one of the biggest names in the free agent market.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Fielder needs to protect. Back to Prince Fielder, and boy, there was a lot of that talk going on last year. He, along with Albert Pujols, discussed as the 2 players who probably most likely to move and still had great years in front of him.
Yeah, and anytime you can get such a young slugger like Prince Fielder is, and a consistent slugger, you know what you're getting from him. He's going to give you max effort every game. He posts up every game. This team got a heck of a player.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
This one is very, very straight, but very, very hard. 102 miles per hour. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Yankees.
The series with Detroit concluding tomorrow. And after that, they will be home against the Orioles, have to deal with Nick Markakis and the O's lineup. The team they rolled over last time out. That's a 3-game series. Then they'll hit the road to take on another division-leading team. The Royals hosting that one. So, some challenges in store for sure. Here's the delivery. He gets Cabrera to swing, strike one. Now, a moment here to look at the quality strikes this pitcher's been throwing here today. Boy, he has thrown a ton of them. Quality pitches, quality strikes. That's the kind of performance we're seeing.
When you're pitching as well as he has, you got the confidence factor on your side. We've seen him stay out of the middle of the plate, and that's important.
Well, their plan coming into this game to attack this lineup is...
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. He's trying for second. He stops at third. A triple, 2 down. They've got a man just 90 feet away, though.
27, Johnny Peralta.
Let's take a quick look back to last year's numbers for Miguel Cabrera. First in doubles, first in batting average. He also led the league in on-base percentage, a real tribute to his patience at the plate, finding a way to get on base. He hit for average, but also took the base on balls.
Here's the pitch to Peralta. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. Verlander with a delivery, and this is bounced foul to the left side. Got it. The side is retired, and Stevie has shut him down, and it's 7 now under his belt.
Unstoppable at this point. Absolutely unstoppable. I think he's going to finish it off.
And it's Nick Swisher in the box now. He's going to get things started off for us here after the 7th inning stretch. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. That one's drilled to short. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Swisher trying for third. He stops at second. That will be a double. He's in scoring position now with nobody out.
Number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
What kind of numbers has Nick Swisher been putting up? Well, here's how it's been going this month. 3rd in batting average, 3rd most in hits, and he's also ranked 3rd in RBIs, pointing to his ability to deliver in the clutch and not get affected by any of the pressure when he goes to the plate.
And now the pitch to Rodriguez. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. One away. Runner on his way to third.
Well, they followed the scouting reports, and they moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
With 1 out and a runner on third, Mark Teixeira.
Well, Teixeira, one of the best switch hitters in the game for the past few seasons. Not often you get a guy that can bat from both sides of the plate and also be your cleanup hitter. He and Chipper Jones are rare in that regard.
Dotel with the windup. Holds back, and it's a called strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. For Teixeira, with the switch hit numbers, more power from one side, better average on from the other.
Yeah, and that seems to be the case for most switch hitters. They have one side where they're more comfortable hitting ball in the ballpark, and the other when they're more disciplined hitter and can hit the ball the other way. And that's the case for Mark Teixeira right here.
Strike 3 called. Home plate umpire racks him up 2 down.
New York Yankees.
I just don't think you can make it any easier than that.
3 pitches, up, down, see you later. He's already back at the bench. A look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Rangers. Second, the Tigers. The Red Sox third. Fourth spot held with the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, you absolutely love doing a game like this. Two of the more clutch hitting teams in the league last season. These guys love hitting with runners in scoring position. And the thing is, it's not just one guy, it's the whole team. These guys love it. They like getting guys on base, and they love bringing them in. They're going to make the pitchers work extremely hard in this one.
Gardner, and another foul ball.
The last thing you want to do in this situation is strike out. But with an 0-2 count, your chances are pretty good that you will strike out. But this defensive approach will keep him alive.
Popped into foul territory down the left side. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Ball!
Now Martinez spots the pitch. Swung on, hit. Played by Peralta. Throws to first, side is retired. They pick up no runs on a hit, stranding a man at third base. The Yankees 5. Detroit nothing. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And Delman Young in. 0 for 2 thus far.
Delman Young.
And starts him out here. Young makes contact, fouled off.
Justin! Bring him up, Justin.
0-1, Verlander kicks and deals. And it's 0-2 in the Camarilla cutter. Delman Young, he'll be swinging at anything close.
Deep into the ball game, only 2 hits for this offense, and clearly they've been overmatched, Gary, in this one. And they're going to have to try something. Try to lay down a bunt. Try to see if you can't wait them out, force them to throw more pitches, or get them out of the ball game.
Now a bouncing ball to short. Oh, and a wild throw. Here's how the Central Division race is shaping up in late April, courtesy of State Farm. First place, the Royals. Second place, the White Sox. The Tigers, third place. Twins are fourth. And down at the bottom, the Cleveland Indians. Here's the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Last time up, he went down swinging, striking out against Verlander.
They went down on strikes the last time, swinging over that circle change, and was way out in front of it. You got to believe he's going to be sitting on fastball, but being patient in case he gets the off-speed pitch and the changeup.
Well, that pitch has been working as a strikeout pitch. 2 guys so far put away when he's used it with a 2-strike count.
Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And it's plucked off the field. 1 to Shera. It's a double play. And that one's got to be a candidate for play of the week, Steve.
Well, you talk about shifting momentum. You get the ground ball double play, and all of a sudden you're back in the dugout ready to hit.
It's Dirks at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. First pitch on the way. And Verlander has him 0-1 with that called strike.
Well, a changeup right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
Pitch on the way. Gets the fastball by him that time, and he's in control now, him out, and the side is retired. He's got 8 shutout innings under his belt.
Now, all he has to do is keep his focus and composure in the ninth.
So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Tigers can't get the offense going. And it's Curtis Granderson now to lead it off. And an RBI single his last time to the plate.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
Good eye by Curtis Granderson, lays off, and we're even. Oh, he loses control of that one, and that got him.
You take one for the team, well, sometimes it's going to leave a mark, and that's definitely going to. The fastball can hurt.
And he's on. It's a costly error to allow him to reach base. There's a runner on for Ichiro.
Gary, we've seen that guy get hit with a pitch. I mean, sometimes, listen, as a pitcher, you just lose a grip on the ball. It doesn't come out of your hand the right way. You end up hitting somebody.
First pitch on the way. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. And the question after you've hit a batter like we've seen here, Steve, is as a pitcher getting your focus back.
Yeah, but listen, it's only one runner on. Take a deep breath, get yourself back and settle down a little bit and make sure you're right.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. That's one away. And he'll go back to first. And coming up for the Tigers, wrapping up tomorrow this series with the Yankees. They'll get a homestand started against the Royals, a team that beat them pretty good in the last series. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then they'll be going up against Alex Rios from the White Sox, a team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. So a lot of home games to look forward to. Quick check at first, and Cabrera keeping him on the bag. One down, runner at first. Oh, and Granderson takes back up the middle. And he's got it. That's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, they get the lead runner at second, but they just couldn't turn two. I know they wanted to.
That will give Derek Jeter a chance with a runner on. Ground out victim last time through. First pitch to him. He sends this one in the air towards center. And in there. He gets that one down. That's his third hit, 3 for 5. Losing right now in this ball game, and they may need some help out of the pen. Fresh arm is up.
Now we see some real signs of fatigue out of this pitcher right now. The velocity's dropped. Pitches are flattening out. They need to get somebody in there.
The opportunity for offense is right now. And Jose Reyes up. Last season, 0 for 1 off Dotel. Here's the first pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that one's down, so the Yankees will get one. And Jeter follows him home. Base hit knock. And a big one. Brings in a couple of runs.
Well, your manager asks you to be consistent. Give him a good effort every single day, and that's what this guy has had. Every game in that last series, he's had at least one hit, and let's see if he can continue that in this current series.
First pitch to Swisher. That's swung on a liner here. And in there, there's another one. That is his 5th hit of the ball game.
The rankings are always interesting to take a look at. Let's look where Nick Swisher's been. 3rd in batting average, 3rd most in hits, and he's also ranked 3rd in RBIs, pointing to his ability to deliver in the clutch and not get affected by any of the pressure when he goes to the plate.
Here's Alex Rodriguez, 2 outs and 2 on. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. And he throws in time for the force at second. Great out. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand the man. You could say the Yankees are on a roll here, and it doesn't look like they're going to be catchable. And Brandon Inge. At the plate, nothing yet for him. 2 at-bats, still no hits against Verlander.
The two-seamers just bouncing around up there, dodging bats, and it got him out the last time. You got to figure he's going to see it again here.
Well, that pitch is looking good for him. Along with this guy, he's gotten 2 others to go down. He's used that pitch for the put-away pitch.
Here's the pitch. Check swing on that pitch, but it found the zone anyway. 0-2. Struck him out, and that's 1 away, and 2 outs now, away from a shutout.
Now, about 3 innings ago, I was wondering whether or not he'd be able to last into the late stages of this game. I think he answered those questions emphatically.
And we've got Bosch batting, grounded out his last time up. And it'll be Corey Wade doing the pitching as they make the pitching swap. Fastball in there, 0-1. And it's 0-2. Brennan Bosch, he'll be swinging to protect here. Strike 3. Brennan Bosch goes down without a swing on that one.
K-Cam shows 83 miles per hour and a very straight pitch.
And he only got to see 3 pitches. Now, unhittable pitches, but he saw them nonetheless.
Boy, that's a tough at-bat for the hitter. He's got to walk away almost before he even got there. Now with 2 outs, here's a chance for Alex Avila. In 19 at-bats last season, 5 hits off the Yankees. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. A swing line to left center. And it's through. That's a base hit for Avila. That will bring up Prince Fielder.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. And here's the first one. Really lets it rip on that one, but starts off with a strike. He's 2 for 10 lifetime against the Yankees. That one fouled off by Fielder. Fielder fouls it off yet again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
With a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Now we got the highlights. We want to show you who we're giving this Player of the Game award to. Nick Swisher. He showed us today. He's got some pop.
A lot of times, Gary, you come into a game and you dissect the game through your every at-bat. Most of the time, you're only thinking you're going to get 4 at-bats. Well, this guy got 5 hits today. And the best thing about those 5 hits is that it meant to leading his team to a win. He'll remember this one for a long time.
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
Now, you and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.